Hi, I'm Pete. I'm the pastor of CrossWalk Community Church here in Napa, California. I have a special message and a special invite to those of you who would call yourself spiritual but not religious. The reason why this message is for you and this invite is for you specifically is it seems over the last few years, the people we resonate with the most are people just like you who are spiritual but not religious, people who didn't know that there was a place that they would resonate with. And as I've talked with them and really grappled with some of the same struggles, we found a couple different things that seem to emerge. One is that people may have been religious at one point, maybe they were raised in a tradition, and for one reason or another, they left that tradition, and it usually falls along two lines. It usually falls along the practices of that organization or that religious group, or it has to do with their theology. So on the practice side, a lot of people come to us and they're like, we don't want anything to do with a place that isn't for equality, for gender equality, or for LGBTQ concerns, or immigration, all these different things. And so that's a reason why they leave. It's very easy to find organizations and religious groups that are exclusive in any number of ways, all along those lines that I already mentioned. And even when it comes to other religions, it's sort of a my way or the highway kind of a thing. And the other thing that shows up with churches that people leave or organizations that people leave is people tell us that they're leaving because at the end of the day, the theology that they were hearing and the preaching and the liturgy and the worship and all that essentially was based in fear. You show up to church or else. You take communion or else. You do confession or else. You get baptized or else. And at the end of the day, even though there might be lots of words of love around it, the sense that these folks get who've found their way to CrossWalk is if we don't toe the line just right or say the right thing or believe the right thing, we're essentially toast. And that communicates a lot more about the character and nature of God being represented than however much love is attempted to be articulated. So let me tell you a little about CrossWalk. We are a church that has emerged over time. When I got here almost 20 years ago, I was in a different place in my life. The church was at a different stage in its life. And over time, we have grown to a different space. And we're a very open, inclusive congregation now. We're well known in this community for doing a lot of things to help a lot of people. We have over 32 recovery groups that meet here. About 1,000 people flow through our halls every week, just trying to seek health and healing. We've got a great preschool here on our campus that we're aligned with. Any number of things going on. We've got food ministries happening, great stuff. We're the evacuation shelter, all that. And you probably already know that, which is why you're taking a look at us. But that whole issue about inclusivity, we really mean it. You're really equal here. We don't care if you're gay, you're straight. We don't care if you're a woman. We don't care if you're undocumented. You're equal here, and we will treat you all with dignity and respect. And we'll let you serve in different capacities. We'll let you join our church, all that stuff, because we think that's the way that Jesus did it. And that gets us to theology and a little bit about how we think about things here. Over time, since I'm the primary mouthpiece here and teacher, I've come to a different understanding about how to approach the Bible and our religious traditions in a way that I think reflects more the way that Jesus did it, which is why I think he was so different and why he also got killed because he bent the rules and interpreted things in a very different way that caused lots of problems. Well, we've kind of found ourselves in that same spot where we still look at the Bible, it's still authoritative for us, but we understand it in a different way and have a different kind of flexibility and relationship with it, where it still is very informative, is our primary guide, along with prayer and discernment and all that. But there's a lot of room for understanding because we understand that it was written by human hands holding human pens or whatever they used back then. And it was written in a time and a context which is very different from ours. And so that requires a different mindset and skill set for when we try to apply that same scripture to very delicate things today. So anyway, most people, when they come visit us, they're very surprised. These spiritual but not religious folks, they're surprised that it doesn't look or feel like the church that they'd experienced before. It's very casual. We meet around tables because everybody feels more comfortable around tables than sitting in rows. And it doesn't mean we make you talk to people or make your new best friend or anything, but it's just meant to be casual. And we serve coffee and donuts and stuff, and you're welcome to bring that in and enjoy it. Now, there's going to be some music. It's not going to be flashy. We're not real big on production value here. It's going to be more like a coffee shop. And the people that you're hearing are real people. They look like real people. They look like you. They sound like you. Well, maybe a little better than you can sing, but you get what I'm saying. And it's cool. It's laid back. It's totally chill. And then we do some meditation because meditation, deep breathing, and focused meditation kind of stuff, that transcends any one particular religious tradition, and it's so valuable. So just for that alone, come and breathe with us for a little bit and see what happens, because that will bring you a lot of peace just by itself. Then I teach for a little bit and usually help you understand the face of God, understand who God is, understand life, what it means to live on a deep level of love and caring for ourselves, for other people, our world, the whole thing, because that's what the Spirit of God, I think, is about. And then we usually have a wrap-up song, and that's it. So it's very low key. If you come to our 8:30 service, it's even lower key because we don't even have any music in that one. It's just some announcements to bring you up to date. We do some meditation. I teach. We drink some coffee, eat some donuts, and you're gone. And if you come to the 10 o'clock, which is when we have our children's services available for babies all the way up through grade school, then in that one, that's where you get the music, and we meet in our main sanctuary area, which is filled with tables and chairs, and it's just very, very comfortable. So I hope you give us a shot, particularly those of you who are spiritual but not religious. If you love your theological tradition and are happy with it, and particularly if it's more on the evangelical or conservative side, you're probably not going to like us a whole lot, and you'll probably be happier right where you are, or any number of other churches that might suit you here in Napa. We'll probably piss you off a little bit. But if you're looking for something kind of fresh and different, I invite you to give us a chance. See what you think. We've got awesome people here. I love this place. I've committed half of my career to this place and plan on sticking around. And we're just getting started. So I'd love for you to join us. Just see what we can do to make a difference in the world together. Love people toward their best selves, their truest selves, who God made them to be. And help people all over the world do the same. So let's do that. Hope you come. I hope to see you soon. Thanks a lot.